In this video and with this assignment, we are going to explore some important things relating to your future work life. And let's start with where you're living here. So different places cost different things, right? Cities tend to be a little bit more expensive than smaller places. And so I have a cost of living calculator here. You're going to look up two places and kind of compare them. So let's do that now just to show you. I'm going to look up Boise here. Oh, wrong button. There we go. So right away, we're going to see Boise State is 8% lower than the national average. So that means Boise is kind of a middle of the road city to live in terms of expenses, right? If we scroll down here, we can see the different costs. So the median price of a house is about $300,000. Not too bad. Median rent is about $1,000. So, you know, if you split that with a roommate, you're looking at about $500 there, $450 maybe. You can see the energy bill prices. You can see the food prices. You can see the healthcare prices. And then so you're going to compare this to another city. So let's go back here. And let's pick San Francisco just because I see it down here and it's quite high. So again, San Francisco is 80% more expensive than the national average. So it's an expensive place to live, right? That comes with some pros and some cons. If you look at the median housing price, you're looking at over $1 million. So Boise, much more affordable if you're trying to be a homeowner, right? These are good things to know, to think about in advance before you move somewhere. Rent, we have $3,600, right? Kind of crazy there. Utility bills, obviously. So if you work in a city like this, you know, you need to have a higher salary than if you work in a smaller city. You can also see the food prices are higher by quite a lot. Healthcare is higher by a little bit. So there you go. So you're going to compare two cities. Next, what I want you to do is think about your work-life balance, right? So what type of job do you want to have? Do you want to work nights? Do you want to work weekends? Do you want to work 9 to 5? Do you want to work your own schedule? Do you want to maybe stay home and take care of the house, right? Because that's like a full-time job, especially if you have kids. Do you want to start your own business? Do you want to work 20 hours a week and have your side hustle, right? Start thinking about that. Like what type of work life would be ideal for you? Do you want to work from home? Do you want to go to an office? Do you want to, work outside? Things like that. So think about that work-life balance, that work schedule. What are you into there? And then next, what we're going to do is Boise State has this great resource. Like this thing is awesome. So I have a link here on Blackboard, and you're going to go to your assessments. You can click View Assessments here. You can click them up here. If you go here, I've already taken them. So there's 4 assessments. They're very brief. You can do them all in like 5 to 10 minutes. You should put some thought into them because I kind of thought it was dumb when I was going through it. And then I'll show you my career matches. It actually like nailed it. So it was kind of crazy. So you want to do your interest assessment, your value assessment, your personality assessment, and then a workplace assessment. And you can retake them if you want, but there you go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click Explore Career Matches. And then you're going to reflect on these career matches. So look at this. My number one career match is education. And it turns out I kind of stumbled into this job and it turns out I love it, right? And maybe if I would have done this beforehand, I would have focused more on this in my studies, I guess. So there you go. Another subject area, science, engineering, math, right? That's something I'm kind of into. Health sciences, right? So this really kind of nailed what I'm into. And then from here, what you can do is you can explore different careers, right? So maybe you don't know what you want to do, but these jobs might kind of fit you, right? So we can go through these. Health specialties teacher, that's kind of what I am. So let's click on that. Average salary, $97,000 per year. I don't make anywhere near that, but I'm also just teaching undergrad classes, right? So, I could work my way up and potentially make this. And what you're going to do is you're going to look for 2 careers. So you can look for your careers in this program here, or you can just search them and find the average salary or the median salary or whatever you want. So, and you're going to reflect on this a little bit, and then you're going to find at least 2 salaries because on Zoom next week, we are going to use those salaries to calculate taxes and calculate budgets and all kinds of things. So pick a realistic job with a realistic salary for you so we can do a realistic assessment. And then the last thing that I want us to do here is to think about part-time jobs that you might be interested in, especially while you're young, because jobs are a great opportunity to learn new skills and to gain new connections and to make money at the same time. So, and make friends and all that stuff, right? So like for instance, a couple years ago, I learned how to paint houses. And so now I can paint houses at a fairly high level. So number one, that's a backup job, and it's good to have some backup careers. Maybe the teaching thing doesn't work out and I have to go become a painter again. Well, I have that skill set, right? And I can also use it on my own houses, right? So you can think about an electrician, right? You can wire your house. Well, I think of construction stuff. You could be like become a waitress, right? Or a waiter, right? That's going to be a serving skill. And then if, you need some extra cash at some point in your life, you have that skill on your resume so you can go get a job. You get the idea. So explore some side careers that have some interesting skills that would be useful in your life and might be worth pursuing while you're young and gaining your education. So, okay, that is good for this video. I will see you in the next one.